Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, they had enough yards for the first down on that throw, but a clutch hit right here defensively jars the ball free, so no first down.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback still with the football. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Snags the quick throw. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
They'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. Fighting off the defender.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got his man open downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. The Hokies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw threw it behind his man.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the move, looking deep. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gets the offense the ball at the 32. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Virginia 0.
Back to pass. It's Jordan looking for the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Handoff heading left. Fights off a defender. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And the Hokies will look to convert here on fourth down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He's got his man in the open field.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but it's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Hokies line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down and goal. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. There's the handoff. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Jordan. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. When he's got some space here, he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Throws a bullet to the right. He's got it inside the 10. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Sticking with the running game. And he'll be brought down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be 4th down. The Hokies looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Ball carrier tackled there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
Play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. And that one's straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settled in for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Jordan. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. That puts them on top in the second half. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take off. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 45. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Trying to find some room. It's Mason. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Caught in the flat by the running back.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here we go on 4th down. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you go get a touchdown.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looking downfield. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. It's a shotgun run call. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He made good on his 1st attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Escapes the pocket. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. Here's the 2nd down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And that catch is hauled in. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here. But you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter?
Jacksonville State, 14. Virginia Tech, 13.
Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Back to pass. It's Jordan. The pass rush closing in. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
3rd down play coming up. To try a field goal from here, it will be 62 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Pass caught. Can he get in?
Great timing here with the quarterback and the wide receiver. The receiver does a nice job of keeping his route vertical, and the quarterback's taught to put the ball away from the defender towards the boundary. Good adjustment by the receiver and a big play by the offense.
1st and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to run this one in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Hokies. They claim the lead here in the final quarter. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That makes it a touchdown lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to field it. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. Remember, last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He's running out of time here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Jordan. Bringing pressure. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Look out, he's got some space. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. Just trucks the man. Brought down, the broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. The Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, that interception really about costing the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. On the run, it's Mason. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to throw. It's Jordan. The pocket breaking down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Back in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. Short and throw complete to the tight end. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage.